Triple Flix. Drop me up, drop me up.
Woo! ChaddyBobby1130. Triple Flix Mafia. It is my turn for the top 5 PG-13 horror movies. Awkward as can be. Let's get right into it, man. Listen, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Very, very, very tough list to make because there's not a lot of great ones. This is gonna be completely honest. Shout out to David Rosales for the suggestion. Appreciate you, brother. We're gonna get right into it, man. I've got a good little list of 5. I want to say only one of them has been talked about already, but again, there's just not a lot to pick from. If you're not subscribed to the channel, be sure to do so in the description box, and as well, hit the notification bell. You know what I'm saying? We'll get right into it. My number 5 PG-13 horror movie is one that nobody really talks about. I know this director is hit or miss with people. To me, I like the majority of his. There's some of his that I'm just like, but it's M. Night Shyamalan, and I'm gonna say The Visit is my number 5. Now, I know he did Sixth Sense. Sixth Sense is good, okay? I think Sixth Sense is a little overrated. I went back and watched it about a year and a half ago. I just thought it was okay. It was good when it first came out, but I don't know. It's just not. I've watched this 3 times, and I'm a fan of it, man. You know, basically just about, you know, the two kids going to their grandparents' house, and it's a Shyamalan movie, so there's a twist. Really creepy throughout, though. I enjoyed it, and it's my number 5, The Visit. Sorry, but there's a glare. There we go. Next up is a movie. Now, I was wrestling back and forth with this one and 47 Meters Down, which I enjoy that one too. I believe that one is on Tony's list, if you hadn't watched that already, which you probably have because mine's after his. But I like this one a little bit better. Maybe not as good of as much action or horror elements, but it's got Blake Lively in it, and that is The Shallows. Now, this is the 4K. I don't have the 4K slip, so I just got the lenticular Blu-ray slip on it. This movie's really dope, man. You know, I mean, the entire movie takes place out on the water. You see a lot of Blake Lively with very little clothes on, and in 4K, it's amazing. But the scenes with the shark are really, really creepy. I just love the way it was shot. I think it was really dope, man. I'm a big fan of like shark movies, and I thought this one was done really well. So Shallows is gonna be my number 4 PG-13. Yeah. Next up is one that came out, was it 2015? Yeah, 2015. And this took like the Blu-ray community kind of by storm when it came out in 2015. And it turned out, it kind of just flew under the radar. It's got one of my favorite comedic like actors in TV shows, and Adam Devine. And that is Final Girls, man. I think Final Girls is really good, man. I mean, it's like a horror comedy, but it's done awesome, I think. It's got some cool kills considering it's a PG-13 slasher movie, but it's hilarious too. I thought it was done really well. The chicks in it are really hot. Thaisa Farmiga, I don't know how to say the names. They're hotties. Look at them. Wow. Final Girl's my number 3, man. Check it out. It's really cool. It's kind of like a throwback to like 80s horror. You know what I mean? It's got some comedy, got some good kills. So it's cool, man. Number 3 is Final Girls. And number 2, this is going to be the repeat offender in the list. I couldn't make this list and not put this in here. I just couldn't, man. It's done too well. It's such an amazing movie. The atmosphere in it, it's shot so well. The acting is great. It's creepy as shit. And that's Quiet Place, man. My number 2 favorite PG-13 horror movie. We've talked about this a lot on this channel and our solo channels. John Krasinski did an amazing job with this, man. Emily Blunt was awesome as well. The kids did a good job in it. The elements of it are really, really terrifying, man. And the fact that there's no talking in it, hardly at all, makes it even cooler to me. And that's my number 2. Quiet Place, baby! Whee! And my number 1 favorite PG-13 horror movie. I've watched this movie since I was a youngster. And I fucking love it, man. 1987. It's a horror comedy, but it's so good, man. And it still holds up. I put it in the same vein as like Goonies, and even kind of Lost Boys. Lost Boys is more serious at parts, but it's got comedy. But my favorite PG-13 horror movie is The Monster Squad, man. I absolutely love this movie. Fat kid farted. Wolfman's got nards. It's awesome, man. You got you got Dracula. You got like all those characters in it. But the kids in it are great. You get behind them from the jump, man. You get invested in them and stuff. Fred Decker directed it. This is the bare bones edition. The transfer on this is good. This is an Olive Films release. I wish I had that out of print collector's edition. This would be like a holy grail title for me if Scream Factory or Arrow gets it. I think they could do such a dope job with this, man, and really get it out. Shane Black and Fred Decker wrote it, and Fred Decker directed it. That's dope. I didn't know Shane Black did it too. That's cool. But man, this movie's awesome, man. So many quotables in it, but it's still creepy. It's still got a creepy element to it, even though it's really it's technically a horror, but it's really horror comedy. But it's one that I never get tired of. I've watched it probably 4 times since I bought it. I want to say it came out in 2014 when they re-released it. 2013. So, yeah, I mean, they missed out on doing a 30th anniversary on it, 2017, but I look forward to it, man. I look forward to seeing like if they can do another version of this, and not remaking it, but just making a collector's edition. But if you have not seen Monster Squad, I highly, highly recommend it, man. It's so good. And yeah, that's my number 1. Monster Squad, man. PG-13 horror movies. That was my top 5. They were kind of all over, not only all over the place. You had, we had like we'll just recap. We had Visit, number 5, which is like I don't know what kind of horror that is. But it's dope though. You had Shallows, which was a good shark film. Final Girls, which is a good like 80s throwback comedy. And then you had Quiet Place, which was a creature feature, psychological horror really. And then you had Monster Squad, man. So y'all comment below. Let me know what y'all think about the picks I had. What are y'all's top 5? If you haven't watched Jordan's or Tony's, be sure to do that. I don't know what you're slipping on. But yeah, we're going to keep pumping content out. I'm not sure what the next one is yet. We haven't decided yet. But we are definitely going to be keeping the content coming. Look forward. Be sure to check out the solo channels as well. Friday the 14th, mine. Jordan's mainly, he does all his releasing of the content on this channel. I'm sure he's going to be doing updates soon. We'll have the Bobcast every week. Just the norm that you see from us. Thank y'all for helping us get to over 600 subscribers in just 4 months, man. We started it in January. At the January 28th, I think. Then we was the weekend that we was at Days of the Dead. So in just over 4 months, man, y'all got us over 600 subscribers, and that means a lot to us. So let's just keep this train moving, and y'all be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Love, peace, and motherfucking hair grease, baby. ChaddyBobby1130. Woo!